Let's start off by recapping yesterday's profitable show and then get in some more NBA bets for tonight. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for joining me on the Hump Day edition here of Winning Bets, as we give out free sports picks every single day. Let's start it off by recapping yesterday. You guys remember on yesterday's show, I gave you 5 NBA picks. Well, we went 3-2 in those picks, and we went plus 0.67 units in your pocket. Started off there. You guys remember we took 2 prop bets around Nikola's. Well, Jokic came through. He absolutely dominated that night, as we thought. He had 41 points. Vucevic, he did not come through, though. Not from a lack of trying, though. He certainly put up enough shots from the three-point arc as well. Just, it wasn't one of his greatest shooting nights that he's had on the season, so therefore, he fell a little bit short there trying to get over his point total. But that's all right. We rebounded nicely. We got the Nuggets minus 2.5 and Clippers minus 3.5. Both of those teams won. Clippers won really easily, and the Nuggets, they were in a dogfight, but for the most part, they handled the Blazers relatively, easy-ish per se, and they were able to cover that 2.5 point spread. Then we took the under 224 points, under 224.5 points, and 76ers versus Raptors. That was a nice cash. Always uncomfortable doing these under bets, but boy, do they feel good when they come through and cash, and that's exactly what that one did. And then another trip up of the night was we took that NBA teaser. All 6 teams were in the teaser from the Fox Bet Super 6 at 5 of the 6 covered for us. The Magic were the one team that tripped us up. They ended up losing that game by 12 points. We had a Magic plus 10.5. My man for the Magic were at the free throw line with 2 free throws, missed them both, and then the Pistons dribbled the ball out to end the clock. Man, if he would have made those 2 free throws, obviously, the Magic cover, and then that teaser hits, which was over 2 units. But it's unfortunate. It did not do that. So again, 3-2 on those NBA bets and plus 0.67 units. While the night was profitable on the NBA and of the bets I gave you there on YouTube, it was not profitable for me because I added 2 bets throughout the day to that. I added a Champions League bet, which is always easy to, second guess yourself and look back after the fact, especially when it's a loss. But, you're getting Byron at minus 125 on the money line. Obviously, I know why I stayed away from them with their struggles, but maybe that was a good slap in the face for me there to never overlook Byron. And if you're getting Byron at anything around odds of minus 125, just go ahead and take them. Byron stepped right back into the Champions League, right back into European action, and absolutely dominated Lazio. Instead, I did Atletico plus a half and Byron plus a half. Atletico was a team that could not cover the half. They got dominated by Chelsea, quite frankly. I mean, that being said, Chelsea, I only lost that bet because Olivier Giroud had a bicycle kick that, fell in the back of the net. So it's not like Atletico, gave up a good goal or whatever. It was kind of, it's a bicycle kick. It hurts to lose a bet on a bicycle kick when it comes out of completely nowhere. But to be fair to Chelsea, they definitely dominated that game. I don't even think Atletico got a shot on target. I mean, that's how dominant Chelsea was. So they'll be a major threat going through the rest of this tournament. And then the other thing I did was another DraftKings. They did another college basketball profit boost there. So I think it was 5 teams, put them in a parlay. 4 of the 5 teams won. The one team that did not win was Oklahoma. Oklahoma couldn't beat Kansas State on the road, so went ahead and lost that college basketball parlay. So that ended up being a loser there for me, down 1.33 units. Still positive on the week, though, overall at plus 0.58 units. Let's go away and give out some free money. So we got that NBC Sports Premier League giveaway we need to do. We have the 2 people in the hat that got the 18 points. Nobody DM'd me within 24 hours, so we assume nobody could beat that score of 18. So I've got the names in here. It's Chipman. And then you guys know I'm terrible with names. I can't even get professional athletes' names right where you hear them on a semi-regular basis. We got Phi Dilla. Hopefully that is right, but either way, your green hoodie is super dope. So I know I got that right, even though maybe I don't got your name right. But dope ass hoodie. Well, let's go ahead and draw that name out. One of these 2 guys is getting $25. So let's see who it's gonna be. 2 names in here. Let's see. We'll take this one right here. All right, it's the man with the green hoodie. We got Phi Dilla. All you got to do is hit me up on Twitter. Go ahead and drop me that PayPal information. I'll go ahead and get you that $25. As we all know, we've got another golf contest this weekend, and we've got another Premier League contest going on this weekend. We'll go ahead and do $20 in each of those contests. So $20 to the winner there. You've got to submit your entry the proper way. You got to submit it through the league and rather submit it outside the league and then try and get in the league. That does not work because NBC Sports is stupid. So going forward, if your score is not in the league, it won't count. So get on in the league. The the information to get in those leagues are in this video description. So go ahead and get this league. I'm giving out free money. Go ahead. You're already playing these games. You're watching the videos. You're submitting your picks. Go ahead and get in these leagues and give yourself a chance to win $20. We'll give away $20 on the golf contest and $20 on the Premier League contest. Get in those. Golf starts Thursday. Soccer starts on Saturday. All right, let's go ahead and roll out some bets here from this NBA action. Got a good night of NBA slate going on. Really looking forward to these matchups. Think we found some good prop bets. Think we've found some good over-unders here to take advantage of. With that being said, the first one is Zion Williamson over 25.5 points, and you can find that at -115 over at DraftKings. They're going up against the Pistons. We don't need to dwell on them too much. We know the Pistons struggles defending the paint. It's very much well documented. So I like Zion Williamson to go over 25.5 points. And you can find that at -115 over at DraftKings. The next game I want to look at here is I'm going to go to look at this Thunder game. I'm going to look two-player props for this one. We're going to do Lou Dort under 13.5 points, and you can find that at -110 over at DraftKings. Staying with this same game, same team, we're going to do Al Horford over 13.5 points. And you can find that at -124 over at DraftKings as well. Look, for Dort, let's start with him. He's only averaging 12.3 points on 12 shots per game in the month of February. And he only shoots 34.5% from field goal percentage, so not a good shooter at all. He's cashed. This under is cashed in 7 of the 12 games. The one time that it missed, it was one of the games that went into overtime. We know that game well because we bet him to take the under in that game, but because it went into overtime against the Lakers, they ended up not cashing for us. So almost could be 8 out of 12 if you count regulation, but it is what it is. That, he didn't get that one cash, so it is only 7 out of 12 cashes. Spurs, if we look at them defending the small forward position, they're number one in the NBA. Number one in the NBA in defending small forwards. They only allow 23.8 field goal percentage. Then my man only shoots 34.5, and they only allow 23.8, and they only allow 7.5 points per game to the small forward position over the last 14 and 7 days. So not very good in terms of opposing small forwards having a good day. So if we transition now, let's look at Al Horford. He's averaging 16.8 points on 15 shots in the month of February, and he shoots 45.9% field goal percentage. He's cashed in 7 of 10 games in the month of February, and 2 misses, he had 12 points. So right on the door there, only 1 bucket away. So almost 9 out of 10 cashes, but still 7 out of 10 cashes is still extremely well. While the Spurs defend the small forward position really well, they don't defend the center position really well. They allow 70.8 field goal percentage made to centers over the last 7 days and over the last 14 days. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and fade Lou Dort under 13.5 points at -110 over at DraftKings, and go ahead and hope Al Horford has himself a night over 13.5 points, and you can find that at -124 at DraftKings. I will say the only pause that made me maybe making these bets, but obviously I followed through and I'm going to trust the numbers, is the Spurs haven't played in a week. Due to COVID issues, they just haven't been on the court. You trust the numbers because they are who they are, but how much will that week layoff hurt them or help them, I guess, depending on how you look at it, because we do got that one under. I'm not sure, but I thought their numbers over the season and then this recent stretch was strong enough to justify getting both of those players, even though they haven't played in a week. That was the only slight hesitation, but rolling with the numbers on this one. All right, let's jump over now to the Cavs game. I got 2 prop bets in this game. We're going to do Jared Allen over 16.5 points at -110 over a FanDuel. And we're going to do Colin Sexton over 24.5 points, and that's -104 over FanDuel. For Houston, no Cousins and no Wood, so they got no real center to go up against Jared Allen. In fact, that last game, because they didn't have a starter, they started Daniel House Jr., and he's only 6'6". He's 6'6", and he's going to try and go up against Jared Allen. Yeah, good luck. You're going to get your ass kicked all the game long. They let the Wendell Carter Jr. of the Bulls score 18, which that was 5 points over his average. Look, Houston doesn't have a center right now. I mean, yeah, they've got a third-string center, but they weren't willing to put him in their starting lineup last game. If they do, I'm still going to take Allen over the third-string center all day long. So we'll see how that plays out, but absolutely love that. He's averaging 15.5 points on 9 shots in the month of February, and it's gone up to 12 shots per game since he's been the starter, and since then it's cashed in the last 2 of the last 3 games. So really like what Jared Allen's doing. And then Rockets are allowing 50% field goal percentage to centers, which ranks in the bottom third in the league. So yeah, Jared Allen over 16.5 points at -110 over at FanDuel. And then if we look at Colin Sexton over 24.5 points, look, he's cashed in his last two. The two before that, he only missed it by one bucket. So knocking on the doorstep, in the last 4 games there altogether. The Rockets are allowing 54% field goal percentage to point guards, and they allow them to make 3.5 made three-pointers per game. Both of those ranked in the bottom third of the league. So I like Colin Sexton and I like Jared Allen to both have big nights. So take Colin Sexton over 24.5 points, minus 104 over a FanDuel, and take Jared Allen over 16.5 points, and that's minus 110 over at FanDuel. And then I got a couple unders for you guys. We're going to go to take Timberwolves and Bulls under 229 points, and that's minus 109 over at DraftKings. I've got this game scored at about 221 and 222 points. And then I'm going to do Raptors Heat under 214.5 points, and that's minus 109 over at DraftKings. I've got this game scored at about 205 points, so really like that one there a lot. So that's what we'll roll with guaranteed. Got some possibilities. We're looking at Jerami Grant there for the Pistons over 22.5 points. I think maybe he can have a big night. Just waiting to see there a little bit before I pull the trigger on that. DeAndre Ayton could also have himself a big night. He's a little bit of a, just up and down in terms of his consistency. Don't know if I quite want to back him, but boy, man, he should have a good night. Gordon Hayward should have a big night. He's questionable coming in, though, with a hand injury. That's the only reason why his, information hasn't been populated yet, is we don't know if he's going to play. But if Gordon Hayward plays and he's healthy, he should have a nice matchup. And then Cat should have another nice matchup at the center position. So maybe looking to go ahead and ride Cat there, depending on what they put his numbers at. But we'll definitely roll with those 2 unders, and then we've got those 5 prop bets across those 3 games is what we'll roll with. Okay, guys, go ahead and hit that like button if you were part of yesterday's profit there in the NBA, and go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, if you're going to go ahead and ride on these picks. So otherwise, guys, I wish you good luck on all your picks as always, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's show.
Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.